Bathurst Island airstrip gets a $9 million makeover. The airstrip at Warramunga, the largest airstrip on Bathurst Island, has been resurfaced from a $9 million upgrade, jointly funded by the Australian Federal Government and the Northern Territory Government. Minister for Indigenous Affairs and Senator for the Northern Territory Nigel Scullion said investments in remote airstrips ensure the safety, quality and reliability of our regional air services to meet people's needs and provide access to vital services. Local Tiwi Indigenous businesses, Tiwi Enterprises and Fulton Hogan were awarded the works contract to resurface the airstrip. The project created 85 jobs, including local employees from Warramunga.
It'll help the community immensely in regards to more and more people flying in, more and more aircraft. As we know, Tiwi Islands is historical for the Tiwi Islands Grand Final. At certain times of the year when the Grand Final is on, you can have up to 30 aeroplanes landed and sitting on the airstrip. And during the week, we average per day probably between 5 to 7 aircraft that land here. So it means more people coming in. And, it's good for the economy too as well. There were in total 5 locals that were employed, varying from working, night shift on the machinery, on the airstrip, and with cleaners and cooks as well. As you can see, the airstrip is now resurfaced. It was very bumpy and all that now, as you go on it, it's nice and smooth.
We have put a very small extension into the runway for future planning. If they wanted to bring bigger aircraft in, if the demand was there, they can now. We wanted to support the locals. Obviously, it's a project for them. So we had the local Tiwi Land Council build a compound for us, provide security, construction, fencing. We had the locals engage for security throughout the project. They've helped with some of the works involved, so it was a fantastic effort by the locals. All in all, it took about 3 months from start to finish. One of the worst runways I've seen to equally the best in Australia, and it's a fantastic result from the team involved. We've effectively reshaped and redesigned and got a perfect surface that the pilots are now loving and enjoying to land on.
Celebrating the event in Tiwi style, a smoking ceremony was performed by traditional owners, elders and members of the community to bless the official opening of their new runway. That improves all-weather accessibility to the Tiwi Islands, creating increased business and tourism opportunities.